Hi students, so today for writing, you are going to be using the Foursquare that we created a while back about my favorite time of year. So I have mine pulled up. If you don't have it, pause the video and come back with a pencil. Today we're going to be adding more details to our topic, okay? So the last time we had our Foursquare up, I introduced the topic to you, which was my favorite time of year. And I told you needed to choose your favorite time of year. So I chose to do it on fall because fall's my favorite, okay? And then I picked 3 reasons why fall is my favorite, okay? And I explained to you that you can't just say fall is my favorite because it's fall. Nope, that's not a good reason. Okay, I need some really good details, okay? When we write, we need good details. So today, we're going to talk about my 3 reasons why, and we're going to add some more details to it, okay? So, the topic, my favorite time of year, the first one that I chose was that the weather is cooler. Okay, the second one, the leaves are changing. These are my reasons why. And the last one, my favorite holiday is Halloween, which is during fall season, okay? So today we're going to actually add some more details to these details that we've already put in here. But we're going to expand on these specifically a little bit more, okay? So, and you're going to do this for yours as well. And then after you watch this video, you're going to go over to Flipgrid and you're going to present what you wrote down, okay? So you are not copying mine. You are coming up with your own work. This is just an example of how it needs to be done and how it should look, okay? And on Flipgrid, I have an example for you of how you should present it. You will have 5 minutes because it might take you a little longer this time, okay? All right, so for the first one, I have the weather is cooler, okay? The weather is cooler. That's a fact. In the fall, the weather cools off a bit. If you've been outside, you know this, okay? So I'm going to add 3 more reasons or more detail to this, okay? So the weather's cooler, which means we can do more activities. More activities, okay, outside. More activities outside. Okay, so that's the first part to that. When the weather's cooler, I can spend more time in my yard. I can spend time sitting on my patio, okay? Obviously, those are activities you would do outside. I might go hiking because it's a little bit cooler and it's not hot like it was in the summertime. Okay, so more activities outside. Another great detail that I'm going to add, and this is probably my favorite one, is that you can wear sweaters and hoodies. I absolutely love sweaters and hoodies, so anytime I have the opportunity to wear them, I'm going to wear one, okay? And when the weather's cooler, we can do that. So I'm going to put sweaters and hoodies. Okay, sweaters and hoodies. And then finally, the last one kind of sort of relates to the first one, but I'm going to expand on it a little more and just list my details. So the last one is you can do fall activities. Okay, so these are activities that just happen in the fall. Okay, so for instance, corn mazes. If you've ever been to a corn maze, that's really fun. Pumpkin patches. Okay, right now the Utah State Fair is happening. That only happens in the fall. Okay, so those are just some fun fall activities. So I would put fall activities. And then I would maybe just list a few of those. So I could say like corn mazes, the fair, and pumpkin patches. Okay? So I've expanded on that one idea, okay? I've expanded on that one idea, okay? Now we're going to go to our next square over here, which is the leaves are changing. So it's a fact that during the fall, the leaves change, okay? When you walk outside right now, you don't see much of that because it's like the very beginning part of fall. But eventually, all the leaves on the trees will be changing to different colors, red, orange, brown, yellow. and they'll fall off the trees and be on the ground, okay? So the three details that I want to add to this is one thing I love to do in the fall is I love to take drives and look at all the leaves. So you might drive in the mountains, up the canyon, and you might see the leaves. So what I'm going to put for that is scenic drives, and I'm going to add up the canyon because that's a little bit more detailed. Okay, so we have scenic, which just means the scenery, drives up the canyon. Okay, now the canyon always is pretty, typically, any time of year. It can be summer, it can be winter, whatever. But in the fall, to me, it's especially pretty because of the leaves, okay? So, scenic drives. The other thing, I'm just going to make sure that doesn't shut off. The second thing I would put there is leaves, raking our leaves for playing in, okay? So, I would put that. Raking leaves for playing in, okay? It's fun to rake your leaves, create a big pile, and jump in, right? Raking leaves for playing in. And then finally, the last thing I would put is, and this kind of goes along with that first one, colorful scenery. So if you like to take pictures of the scenery, this is one thing that I like to do personally. So I would put colorful scenery. Colorful how do I spell scenery? Scenery. Doesn't look right for some reason, but I guess it is. Okay, colorful scenery. Okay? Now we're going to expand on this idea in the third box down here, which is my favorite holiday is Halloween. Yes, it's a fact. Halloween happens in the fall, right? October 31st. Halloween. It's on a Saturday this year. Yay. Awesome. Okay? So we're going to expand on this idea. So my favorite holiday is Halloween. One thing I love to do for Halloween, I love to do it for every holiday, but especially Halloween, is I love to decorate. So I love to decorate my house. Okay, inside I put things out for Halloween. Outside, maybe this year we'll put things out for Halloween. We just moved into a new house, so I don't know if we'll get there, but we might. So one thing, my favorite holiday is Halloween, decorating. Okay, that's one of my favorite things to do during this specific time of year, during this specific holiday, is decorating. Okay, another thing that the fall has to offer is scary activities. Okay, because Halloween happens in the fall, hence we're talking about Halloween, you can do some scary activities, which might include haunted houses. Okay, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to put scary activities. Scary activities. Scary, ooh, this looks scary. Okay, scary activities. And then I might expand on that a little more. And I might put something like haunted houses. Haunted houses. Okay? And then finally, one more thing to expand on this idea. Halloween, hello, trick-or-treating, and costumes, okay? One of my favorite days of the year here at school is Halloween, okay? If it doesn't fall on a weekend, we always celebrate it on Friday before. But one of my favorite things to see during this time of year is all of your costumes, okay? There's scary costumes, funny costumes. I love to see your costumes, okay? So that's one thing that I would include here. And then, of course, obviously, trick-or-treating. Obviously, I'm too old to go trick-or-treating. But I do love to hand out candy to the trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood, okay? So I'm going to put both of those ideas down. So, this smart board doesn't want to work today. Trick-or-treating and costumes, okay? So, I'm going to recap for you really quick. So the first thing, we look at our topic, my favorite time of year. I chose my favorite time of year, which is fall. Okay? Then we came up with 3 ideas, 3 supporting details to prove or to expand on the idea of why that's my favorite idea. These are my whys, okay? So, my favorite time of year is fall because the weather is cooler, because the leaves are changing, and because my favorite holiday is Halloween, and of course that's in the fall, okay? Then I took these 3 ideas that I expanded on for why my favorite season is fall, or why my favorite time of year is fall, and I gave even more supporting details. So for the weather is cooler, I said there's more activities outside. Okay, I like the heat, but I also like when it's cool out, so I like to be able to do activities that involve being outside when it's cooler, okay? Sweaters and hoodies. I love to wear sweaters and hoodies during this time of year. Fall activities like corn mazes, the fair, and pumpkin patches. Okay, the second idea, the leaves are changing. And then 3 supporting details, scenic drives up the canyon. It's beautiful right now. Raking leaves for playing in, and then colorful scenery. And that last idea, my favorite holiday is Halloween. 3 supporting details. I love to decorate, okay, decorating during this time of year, and seeing other people's, we'll wait for that bell, and seeing other people's decorations. I love to see my neighbors decorate, okay, my family decorates for Halloween. It's just fun, okay? Scary activities like haunted houses, you know, things like that. And then trick-or-treating and costumes. I love to see trick-or-treaters in their costumes, and I love to hand out candy to trick-or-treaters, okay? So what you're going to do is now that you're done watching this video in just a second, you're going to go over to Flipgrid, and you are going to present your expanded ideas to me on Flipgrid, okay? So you're going to go over there. There's a video that shows you how I would present it. Obviously, yours is going to look a little bit different, okay? This needs to be saved, so do not lose this because we will be using it to create a 5-paragraph essay, like I said before when we did our first video. So we'll be using this to create a 5-paragraph essay. That 5-paragraph essay is eventually going to be turned into me all in one big giant essay with 5 separate paragraphs. Okay? So this is all something that will come together and create that, okay? Go to Flipgrid now and turn in your activity for me. Have a great day.